Hi there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. For those who are joining us for the first time, my name is Adlike. I am 29 years old. I live in Australia and I like to just give advice on personal development. So welcome to the family and don't forget to subscribe. Today's topic is going to be about how to ace your first impression. You've all heard of the old saying that you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So it's very important to make a good, elegant first impression. And the first tip that I'm going to be sharing with you today is to show confidence in your body language. I want you to think of Oprah. When she walks into a room, she commands a certain element of confidence, a woman that is well respected in the society just by how she stands, how she walks, how she talks. So body language is very important because 80% of our communication takes place using our body language. So I want you to practice to walk tall, to stand tall, if you're seated down also, like avoid hunching back into your seat. Always practice, even in your own house, always practice just sitting tall and standing tall, and that will show a lot of confidence even when you go out there to meet people. And there are a couple of don'ts that I always say, like if you're seated or you're talking to somebody, avoid tapping, that can be very destructive. Also avoid crossing your arms and crossing your legs. Also that can send the wrong message, like you're not confident or you're absolutely shy. The other don't in regards to body language is that avoid sitting too close to people. You can see somebody trying to move every other time because you're getting too close. It's something like personal space, because that can be perceived as rude. So make sure that you stand tall, and when you're nervous, it can be very nerve-wracking meeting people for the first time. So what I usually do is I go to the bathroom and I strike a couple of poses, and it just reminds me to be confident. I stand tall, I look myself in the mirror and I strike a couple of poses, and that just brings me back to the mood and makes me walk into a room feeling confident and making sure that I look confident all the time. The second thing is dress the part. Don't tell me that, you don't care about fashion, or you don't believe that what you wear is important. Unfortunately, honey, you are going to be judged for what you dress. And don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to go and splurge your money onto a new wardrobe. Absolutely not. What I'm asking is make sure that all your clothes you wear are clean, they are neat and they are tidy, and you feel most confident in those clothes. Because when you feel confident, you conduct yourself in a confident manner and you look more approachable. And for those who love fashion like myself, if I want to make a statement, I try to go with jewelry as opposed to wearing clothes that are very different, as like for example wearing baggy clothes. Even if that's your fashion, try to avoid baggy clothes or clothes that are too revealing, especially when you're meeting people for the first time, because you don't want to be distracted that all the time you're adjusting your clothes while you're having a conversation with somebody. So remember, whatever you wear must be clean, must be tidy, must look good on you, and also must feel comfortable, something that makes you feel confident. So for example, if you're in a dilemma and you're going for a job interview, I always gravitate towards a good pair of black pants and a blouse, and make sure that you're wearing closed shoes. And if you really want to express yourself with your fashion, try to accessorize, wear a nice ring, or some good earrings, some colorful socks, and that can also be a good conversation starter. Somebody can compliment you on that, and that will get you speaking. The third thing is make eye contact and genuinely smile. Okay, so it makes others feel comfortable, and it shows that you're genuine, and it makes you more approachable. So with eye contact, I know it can be a hit and miss sometimes, because you don't want to make the other person feel like you're in a staring contest, and if you're staring, it can also be perceived as rude. So you have to know when to take a break, look at the person. And the method that I use is a triangle method. So what I do is I look at your right eye, I look at the left eye, I look at the mouth, I do that again, and I make sure I of course take breaks as well, because unfortunately if you're not giving eye contact and you're just looking around the room, it just gives a vibe as if you can't wait to leave the conversation or you're not attentive. So eye contact makes you look very engaged, it looks genuine, you look interested, so it's important to practice on your eye contact. And also with eye contact, avoid blinking or winking, because it can show as if you're not very well mannered. So you have to be very, very careful with eye contact. And smiling, it just will also help you to look genuine. So make sure you're smiling, you're giving firm handshakes. All these are very, very important when it comes to first impression. The other point is you have to be aware of how you speak. Don't speak too loudly or too softly, because you've all been in a place whereby you're in a room and you can hear somebody who's speaking from one corner too loudly, and then when they move to the other corner they're still too loud, and then everyone is just giving them those glances like, can you just shut up, you know what I mean? So but you don't want to be that person, neither do you want to speak too softly, because it can also be perceived as if that you're not confident. So I've met so many people who have very good things to say about themselves, but they're not confident in how they speak. So make sure that you practice your tone, that way you sound confident and you're able to speak well with people, because sometimes if you're not clear, people might snub you, they may ignore you, they may not want to have a conversation with you. So, and if you want, you can also watch my previous video on how to improve your communication skills, and that will help you as well in leaving a good first impression. The other and last point is to be positive. Everybody is attracted to people who are positive, people who smile, people who are friendly, because that will make others feel more comfortable, and it just shows that you're very genuine. So greet people with a smile, you know. And for example, also during the introduction, if somebody introduces themselves and says, hi, my name is Amanda, instead of just jumping and saying, hi, my name is Adlike, I always say, hi Amanda, nice to meet you, my name is Adlike. So it just shows that you recognize them and you see them, and that way they can feel very, very heard. And everybody wants to be heard, everybody wants to feel appreciated. So it's very important, and that's one tip that you can always take with you, is repeating their name. And also when I'm conversing with them later on in the conversation, I'm going to bring up their name by saying, wow, Amanda, that was really good of you. So the fact that I remember their name, and I've heard people say, oh, I'm not good with names. It is an effort. You gotta make an effort to remember people's name, but it will always work to your advantage, because people will always remember you, will always remember your smile. So make sure that you take all these things into consideration in order to make a good first impression. So as always, thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye for now. Thank you.